second to introduce the people that have been working with your kids for the last 2 weeks. With the flutes and oboes, Miss Book was working with the flutes and oboes last week. She is not here right now. She's a lesson teacher for the district. Working with our clarinets is Mrs. Tabor over here from Creekview Middle School. Miss Carrie Boyd from Edwicke Middle School worked with our saxophones last week. She's on vacation this week, so she's not able to be with us today. Working with the trumpets was Mrs. Robnett from Prairie Vista Middle School. Working with the French horns last week, Mr. Jason Russell, our awesome French horn teacher from working with the low brass and low woodwinds is Mr. McLean from Creekview Middle School. And working with our percussion students, Mr. James Young, our percussion specialist. And I just sat around and said, go team. So anyway, the kids have been working really hard. Just a real quick snippet about this band camp because I'm really proud of it. This camp actually started back in 1999. When Highland Middle School opened, there was just the two middle schools. It was Wayside and Highland, and I had decided that I wanted to do a little summer camp for my kids. There was no charge. There were maybe 30 of us. We came up and we worked on music before school started. We literally had a barbecue on the last day where my husband and I were out there flipping burgers and making hot dogs for the kids. So as the district grew, and Prairie Vista came on board, and we had Creekview and then Wilkie, it just started to grow, and it just made sense to start opening up this camp to other students in the district. So therefore, sitting in front of you right now are students from all 5 middle schools in the district. If you go to Creekview Middle School, would you stand up? If you go to Wilkie Middle School, stand up, please. Wayside Middle School, stand up. Prairie Vista Middle School, stand up, please. And Highland Middle School, stand up. And this is also all students going into grade 7 or 8 in the fall. One of the things that I find really interesting is the breakup of the grade level. So if you're a 7th grader, stand up. So these students, they also had to get a big. I mean, they were pretty much just playing Mary Had a Little Lamb, like not too long ago. You guys probably remember that. And they just tackled a whole lot of music in the last 7 days. If you're an 8th grader, stand up. Thank you. Have a seat. And how about if this is your 2nd year doing summer band camp? Stand up. Have a seat. So we have a great concert for you this morning. We've got 4 pieces, and all the directors will be conducting. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Maddie here, and she's going to talk to you a little bit about our first piece.
Hello. So our first piece is the parade, and before we begin, we really would like to, the band directors and the band students and me would really like to personally dedicate this to all who have served overseas and in our home country, especially those who have lost their lives in the line of service. So we just really wanted to say thank you to those. If it's a member of the military, if it's a member of the military or anyone that served in our, could you please stand up?
quiet in the audience, would you please stand? Everybody? Who doesn't like Star Wars, right? It's going to be the best piece. This one, you've been waiting for this one? Oh gosh, that's a lot of pressure. Before we do our last number, we have a handful of awards to give out. We always ask all the people that are working in the sectionals and throughout the camp working with the kids if they would pick a few students from their section that they feel were either most improved throughout the 2 weeks or stood out as being most outstanding for their section. So each director gave me a list of names, and so we're going to call out some students and recognize, and they can come up and get their certificate and their little prize over here. Child is a 7th grader, and they receive an award for camp. They get 50% off tuition for next year's camp. You don't necessarily have to show me a picture of the award. I just keep all that on record, and then you can just check it off on your enrollment form for next year. Okay, so let's start with the flutes and oboe section. Okay. Most improved award in flutes and oboes, we've got a couple of them. Emily Corona. Is Emily Corona low brass? Oh, okay. Emily, come on up and get yours. I've got this out of order, sorry. Let's start here. Let's try this all over again. In the flutes and oboes, most improved oboe, Haley Lowe. Joshua Guthrie, most improved. Lauren Cruz, most improved. Most outstanding in the flutes and oboes, there's 3, Michaela Worthen, Madison Peterson, and Edgar Vasquez. Okay, in the clarinet section, we have one most improved award goes to Ashley Cruz, and most outstanding goes to Emmons Ratliff. saxophone section, we have Most Improved Awards. I've got 2 of them. They go to Egan Boardman and Tavon Dale Franklin. Most Outstanding in the saxophone section, Megan Fallon and Zach Morgan. All right, moving on to the trumpet section, we have about 3 or 4 Most Improved Awards. Most Improved in the trumpets, Logan Nichols, Austin Bailey, and Savannah Hernandez. Oops, also Braden Smith. Braden Smith also. Most Outstanding in the trumpet section, Orlando Venegas, Katie Patterson, and Joe Cartier. Okay, moving on. This is the low brass and low woodwind section. Nope, this is French horn, sorry. Most Improved, Carly Torres and Erin Naka and Haley Villa. Most Outstanding in the French horn section goes to Jonathan Corona and Elizabeth Duke. Low brass, low woodwind section. Most Improved, Miguel Bustamante and Kelly Badalal. Most Outstanding, low brass, low woodwind section, Frank Ritz and Adam Tucker and Nayeli Benitez. We saved the best for last, our awesome percussion section. Most Improved in the percussion section goes to Natalia Arroyo and Lucas DeSantis. Most Outstanding in the percussion section, Alexandria De La Cruz and Shelby Hansen. Okay, if you just received an award, would you please stand up so we can recognize everybody all together? Just a few more thank yous that I want to do before we go on to our last piece. I've had 3 high school students that have been up here helping since day one, just taking care of anything we need. I'd like to thank them and introduce them to you. Down here we have Reagan Walsh. She's going to be a sophomore at Saginaw High School. Michael Brunk was originally a Highland kid and ended up at Eaton High School this year because he moved, but he's still here helping out. He's a hawk at heart. So Michael Brunk. And where's Isabella? Isabella Mendoza also goes to Saginaw High School, Prairie Vista Band student. So thank you for that. We could not do this without having a fantastic fine arts director who's down here watching us right now. Everybody thank Mr. Sean Bell, our fine arts director, for being here in a second. Unfortunately, our building principals couldn't be here today. They're in meetings over at the ad building, but they sent their best. So big thank you to the principals at Highland for allowing us to use this building and facility for the last couple weeks of the summer. And thank you parents for sending your kids to camp. I hope that they had a good time. I hope they learned a lot. made some friends, and I hope that if they're 7th graders, they will think about coming back next year to enjoy another year of camp. When we're finished with our last piece, we're going to ask the students to help us. It should only take about 5 or 10 minutes. They're going to help us get stands and chairs and everything put back where they need to go and pack up their instruments. And then we'll send them out the front doors near the flagpoles when we're finished. Kona Ice Truck will be out in front of the school offering icy treats if you'd like to partake of that and celebrate your end of camp concert. We encourage you to do that. So without any further ado, thank you all for coming. Thank you students for your hard work. By the way, these kids, we haven't had to fuss at them at all. This by far, hands down, has been the easiest summer band camp we've done in many years. No problems with them, well-behaved, very respectful students. Thank you parents for great support. I guess we'll turn it over for our last piece. This is Mr. McLean doing Afterburn. great rest of your summer. Hey, band students, if you'll stay in your seats for me.
Band students, stay in your seats.
All right, so first thing I want you to do is I want you to take your music and